All right, welcome to another episode of Real Estate vs. Technology. I'm your host, Norman Kinsey. We have our co-host, Mr. Dan Gandy. Welcome, Dan.
Thanks, guys. Glad to be here.
Awesome. And today we have a very special guest. Today we don't have a real estate professional. He is a real estate professional. His license, not his focus right now. He actually had a respectable brokerage out of Oakland, California. Now his primary focus is in a company called Highnote. And we have the CEO and founder. Mark on the show. Welcome to Real Estate vs. Technology, Mark.
Hey guys, what's up?
It's exciting to have you on, man. It's exciting.
Awesome. I mean, super excited to have you guys be on this show. Yeah.
Thanks, man. And your story is pretty amazing. I can't wait to get into it. And the cool part is our viewers and listeners gets to go down this journey live because this is the first time we've met. So, and thanks to Dan to get you on the show. So Dan, thanks so much for getting Mark on the show today.
Definitely.
Awesome. So today's going to be all about you, your business, what your business does. Want to deep dive a little bit into Highnote. And also this is going to help individual users as well. So that way they can go ahead and understand from the perspective of the CEO and founder of Highnote, how you got started, what you guys are doing, and so on and so forth. And maybe what's in store for some new technology or some new features. Who knows? So, so let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off, tell us a little bit about the business, how long it's been in existence, and also what do you do there?
Yeah, Highnote. We started it last year in 2020, the beginning of 2020. Real estate is a problem, right? Agents are busy, too many things to do, so many broken things, so many systems you have to get into. Everything's disconnected and really inefficient. So, I'm an electrical computer engineering guy, and I did a master's in that. And so I love to solve problems with technology, and I love to streamline workflows. I love to make our, businesses easier and better. And that's what we did at Climb. I founded Climb. It was a San Francisco brokerage, and we grew really fast because we were able to be super efficient and effective in our sales, not only just buyers, but sellers and then offers as well. So, after we sold Climb, this is what we decided to do: is take these lessons that we've learned, build product for the rest of the industry, and instead of doing it for Climb agents, do it for everyone. So, in a nutshell, that's what our mission is to make real estate easier for everyone using tech. And Highnote's our first product.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. And that's, hey, for the viewers and listeners out there, Climb was the brand. And I love what you guys have done, what you did do there as far as the culture. The culture was pretty awesome at Climb there in the Bay Area of Oakland, California.
Yep. Thank you.
So yeah, no worries. So what specifically are you doing? What does your kind of day-to-day look like behind the scenes over at Highnote?
Yeah, Highnote, the first product we have is a pitching tool. And what it does really is, you think about it, you're an agent, you get a lead, right? And then what happens? The stress level goes up. And why? Because if you don't contact this lead as soon as possible, as everyone is telling you to do, the chance of you losing this lead goes up. And, that lead is probably also contacting several other agents, right? Mm-hmm. If they're a buyer or they're a seller, right? So, so the question is, how do you respond as fast as possible while also juggling the million other things you're doing, servicing your other clients, doing showings, well, maybe not today, but doing the million other tasks that you have going on, but not just a simple email, right? Something that is customized, beautiful, differentiated, stands out. And once you respond with that thing that stands out, how do you know if they even read it? How do you know what they're reading, what they're interested in? So we've built this tool to address that need. And it's the single most important thing that we feel agents are faced with every day. A lead comes in, oh my God, how do I win this lead? And so that's what we built. We built a very easy to use pitch builder that allows you to collect everything that you do as an agent and provide as an agent and as a brokerage, deliver it in one beautiful link. And they get the link, they open it. It's a fantastic looking presentation that stands out, differentiated. It's beautiful. You can easily customize it yourself, and you get to see what they're reading. There's analytics and tracking. It tells you when they're opening it. It tells you when they're not opening it, right? Like, hey, they haven't opened it in 24 hours. You might want to reach out to them. And it just really helps you understand the mind of the reader. And so we built this in a beta form last year. It's been growing. Agents have been winning deals with it, winning listings, winning new buyers. They're also using it to deliver offers. And they're also winning multiple offers in multiple offer situations. It's just a great way for real estate agents to win business by combining 3 features: ease of use, standoutness, right? If that's a word, it's differentiation basically. And then intelligence, right? Intelligence and feedback on what's happening. So agents love it. We've been growing the business every day. Every month is a new record in terms of new agents that have onboarded. We've been luckily named to being one of the top tools by Inman of 2020. Nice. And so we've been getting a lot of inbound. And so we've been busy. We've been super busy, and we're excited because nothing gives me greater joy in helping agents win more deals and business. Wow. And that was one of the biggest joys I had as a brokerage owner, is seeing these agents take what we've learned and taught them and go to the next level with it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing every day. That's what the product does on a high level.
That's awesome. Congratulations on your success, and talk about that that perfect recipe from your degree to then having climb and seeing things firsthand, and then now putting together those together and then selling that off. And then of course, probably utilizing that actual revenue to then put it into Highnote and take it to that next level, which is awesome. And then to serve the industry. That's great. So that's great. So I have 2 more questions, and then we'll go ahead and take it over, have Dan take it over with some questions he has. So where are you guys located?
We're in San Francisco Bay Area. Okay. We were in San Francisco for about 1.5 years and then moved out right before coronavirus. So I'm down in Silicon Valley. Nice. Basically the heart of tech in the US and world. So it's awesome. But, the coronavirus thing was a coincidence. I think in hindsight, it was great timing to move out of the city.
Yes, definitely. And you're definitely giving agents confidence in a time where they need it to be able to have tools and resources and a competitive edge.
Oh my gosh.
Which is amazing. So
yeah, they say life's all about timing, right? And success is about timing. And this, now agents need remote tools more than ever. Yeah. They can't see and meet a seller or buyer lead in person. And so if you think about it, their number one talent, right? 90% of agents, they're really personable. They're salespeople, right? The successful ones, especially. They are salespeople. They feel emotions. They know how to convey, convey ideas through emotion. They know how to develop strong relationships. But now you take that out because you can't meet someone in person. You can't press the flesh, as they say. You can't shake a hand. You can't embrace. So being able to convey that emotion and build a relationship remotely and digitally has been kind of it's a need that agents have now. And so we've been lucky to launch at that time. And anyway.
That's
you had
awesome.
A second question.
That's awesome. I have to, hey, not to get off too topic here, but at Liftoff, who sponsors the show, we are definitely can relate. We definitely understand. We definitely know where you're coming from. So that's amazing. Last cool fun question for me before Dan takes it over is, what's the best part about working at Highnote for you?
I said it, alluded to it a minute ago, but I think about it a lot, and there's a lot of pros and cons of running your own company, right? And pros are you have tons of freedom. and you could do whatever you want. The cons are it's super busy, and it's crazy how much stuff's got to do. And the trash has got to be taken out. The books have to be accounted for. You have to count every dollar. You have to pay bills and things like that. But when I think about the job every morning, and the best part of the day is meeting agents and talking to agents and hearing the successes they've had through you helping them, right? And that's what really, really kind of warms my heart and makes me go, is that I feel like I'm making a difference in other people's lives. Not to be cliche about it, but it's kind of like the truth. It's like, I don't want to like pay bills. I don't want to do sales. I don't want to, fix bugs. I want to help others, right? And that's ultimately what a lot of people want to do in life. And so that's the best part of my job. When I help an agent elevate their business and get to the next level, that is what makes me happy. So
wow.
Yeah.
Kudos to you. That's awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Dan take it away for some questions he has. And go ahead, Dan, take it away.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have a little fun. And full disclaimer, everybody, listeners, I'm also a Highnote user. I just signed up, and we'll be implementing it in my team. So you guys got to check this stuff out.
Fantastic.
So let's have some fun. What's the price range of the product in terms of annually, monthly, that agents can anticipate this?
Yeah, it's $29 a month, paid annually. And the way you got to look at it as an agent is, does this technology or this tool help me win at least one more deal a year that I would not have otherwise been able to win without the technology or the tool? And so a lot of agents have been telling me, oh my God, you should make this more expensive, right? Because I would pay much more, because it's helped me easily win more than one deal. So yeah, it's $29 a month, and there's of course tiered pricing for groups and teams and brokerages, and it goes all over the place, but that's where it is. And that's the pricing we felt was going to resonate most across the country. San Francisco agents and New York agents could pay more, obviously, because their price points are higher, or luxury agents. But we want it to be equally as useful for the agent in Cleveland, or the agent where home prices are 100K or 150K. Helping them do business is equally as important as helping the Beverly Hills agent. So $29 a month, bargain.
That's a great go-to-market strategy, because what we see in this industry is there's a lot of really cool technology or services, but for the average agent who's maybe closing 1 or 2 deals a month, and they're in a price point market, maybe at $250,000, they can't hire the really expensive tools, because it doesn't pencil out for their business, or it just takes so much of their commission percentage away. So
that's right.
I think you'll have faster scalability having that price point be low, and you'll get a lot more subscriber base. So
exactly. Yep, exactly. That's right.
Love it.
Second question is, and I know this from a personal standpoint, that onboarding, like how fast can an agent sign up and then pretty much go from zero to implementation with your product?
Oh man, it's so easy. We make it especially easy for the agent. We don't even let the agent upload their photo or their logo. Why? Because we've been agents before, and we've also helped our own agents, and we know how tech savvy or not tech savvy they are. Not to say that they can't even upload their photo and logo. The point is that they don't have time.
Yeah.
They just don't have time to do it. And so we handhold them in the process. We want to make sure they're onboarded. Now, it's so easy to build and so easy to do. All you have to do is get what you already send to clients, right? And you already have something that you send. That email, that ugly email, that PDF that your brokerage provides that was designed by the marketing department but hasn't been updated in months. The cloud CMA or whatever CMA package you use, any sort of testimonials and reviews you might have online, maybe the videos, the latest video you have, or your latest listings or sales, anything you want. you collect that all, drop it inside of Highnote, zip it up, put a nice picture on it, send it off, create a link and send it off. It's so easy to do. You already do it as it is. You're just dropping it in Highnote, creating a link and sending it off. So super simple.
That's awesome. I wanted to give everybody a use case scenario. So I have a cash buyer that I'm going to be writing an offer for, and I have them draft up a buyer letter. I'm having them shoot a video introducing themselves. I'm going to put the offer, and I'm going to put their proof of funds in there, and I'm going to be able to take this Highnote presentation, and I'm going to compete against other offers. And so that's literally on my to-do list on my whiteboard right behind me.
Yeah. It's a funny story. When we first built Highnote, we were like, oh my God, agents really need customized presentations, right? To maximize the close rate, right? They're not going to want to see something generic, right? They're not going to want to see about, John, and then nothing to do about their home, nothing to do about their neighborhood, about the price point, whatever. Every agent wants to customize it. Why? Because that lead is so important, right? It's the difference between, for a lot of people, it's a huge thing. Especially in places where the price points are very high, but it doesn't even matter if it's high, because even in Cleveland, where the prices, or wherever, Detroit, where the prices are 100K, it's still commensurate with their income and their cost of living. So every deal is very important. It doesn't even matter how expensive it is. So we said, my God, they need a tool for themselves to build. And it shouldn't involve marketing staff. Why? Because as a brokerage owner, I could not afford to staff 1,000 marketing people to turn over marketing for agents every single day, 10 times a day. So we built this tool. But what we found was they started to use it to send offers as well. And then I'm like, oh, wow, this is a use case I did not expect. And so agents have been sending offers with it and winning deals. We've had some agents tell us that they beat stronger offers, literally stronger offers, because the seller and the agent loved the presentation of the offer. And I'm like, what? You must be kidding me. Why would that make a difference? And it does, because they care about the buyer. They care about the agent they're working with too. It's not going to make a difference in like $100,000 worth of a price difference, of course. But we've seen it make a difference at 10,000, 25,000 offers with stronger terms. They don't care about. They care about the buyer and the agent that's going to get it done. So presentation is everything. And in sales, right? It's not just about the content. It's also the presentation. It's why, things look good or they're supposed to look good when you're selling a home and your brokerage, and, you're dressed in your suit, right? You're not dressed casually, and you don't have an unstaged home with unprofessional photographs. Presentation is everything in real estate. So anyway, I didn't mean to go that tangent.
It can be used in so many different ways, even prospecting,
Absolutely.
Sending out a quick link after you get off the phone with somebody with credibility, whatever it is. But let's move on. I got a couple more really funny questions. What's the biggest challenge in this business? And it doesn't just have to be your business. It could be real estate technology in general.
Yeah. Oh my God. So we could talk all day about this. So the problem is that real estate agents, especially if you're selling to real estate agents, they're very busy. So getting their attention and getting them to sit down, listen to you, and getting them to take a credit card out and pay. This is the hardest thing in real estate. And that's part of the reason why there are so few good tools out there. And you have lot of little ones.
Yep.
You have a lot of little ones, right? And part of the problem is the industry. You have 600 MLSs, right? And you have 50 states that have different rules, different contracts, different systems, different customs. If you wanted to do business in San Francisco, fine, you could just be the San Francisco agent and never leave San Francisco. But if you wanted to go north just over the Golden Gate Bridge. If you wanted to go east to Oakland and Berkeley and the East Bay, if you wanted to go slightly south, right? Each one of those areas is another MLS. Not only is it another MLS, it's a different contract, right?
Different cost too.
It's
you
a
have to be
different
part of those MLSs.
Yeah, and it's a different network. It's a different group of people. It's a different bunch of agents. I'll give you another example. In Silicon Valley or just south of San Francisco, offers are presented in person. They used to be, right? In person, okay? In San Francisco, they're presented over email, right? In Oakland, they're also presented in East Bay with email, but with a different contract altogether. And the South Bay has a different contract. It's called PRDS. They don't even use the CAR contract, the California Association of Realtors. San Francisco has a different contract. So you tell me, as a tech company, how are you going to build a product that's going to work in all 4 markets when you have 4 different MLSs, 4 different contracts, you have 4 different types of agents? It just does not scale to build something, right, that needs all that kind of integration. So, it's fragmentation in the industry, different markets, different people, different customs, but then getting in front of agents, right? They're busy. You don't want to interrupt them, but you have something to tell them that would help them do their jobs better. So that's the challenge, right? It's the biggest challenge of them all. And but I'm up for it, right? And the real estate business needs better. They need help, right? Agents need help, period.
Yes.
And that's our mission.
I love it. Love it. Just a couple last fun questions. Kind of off topic, but what's your favorite car?
Oh, I like this.
Oh my gosh, that's a crazy question. I like that. I have this Mercedes G-Wagon, and
nice.
Yeah, it's fun. I really love the car because I never get honked at. Nobody honks at me, and every time I want to cut into traffic, they always let me in. I don't know why. It's just a big car. I don't know. If I drive in my wife's minivan, I don't get any respect. Everyone's honking at me. No one will let me in. It's hilarious. So I would have to say the G-Wagon, my current car, is my favorite car.
That's cool.
Nice. Oh, I love it. Awesome. Last question for me. Favorite vacation spot.
Oh man. Just anywhere that's away and off the beam, like somewhere different. Like it could be a beach, anywhere, right? It could be another country. It could be a cool hip spot, like another city. So, I'm not going to give a specific destination because every single destination has something amazing. But, I love traveling. I love seeing new things. Why? Because it just activates a different part of your brain. You're disconnected from the everyday life of throwing out your trash, doing your lawn, parking your car in front of your house and dealing with the neighbors and the environment. Just getting away and going somewhere different where you can learn something new is really my favorite vacation spot. We just took a trip to Death Valley. During this coronavirus time with the family. We took an RV and we just kind of drove down to California, went to Death Valley, and then we went to Joshua Tree and we came back. It was the best trip ever. Just going away and being in the desert and being just away from civilization was amazing. So I could list spots, all kinds of great locations, but anywhere where it's different than my current one is what I love to do.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Great. On to you, Norm.
Yeah, thanks so much, Mark. That was great. It's good to give the listeners and viewers out there a little bit of, a personal touch, from the founder and CEO over at Highnote.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So a couple questions we have left, and so we open the floor to you. So let's talk about data and results. So you have an agent, they sign up, their production, they have high production, they're doing well, they follow the process, they sign up. From your data, what does it look like on average before they see that ROI from sign up?
Oh man, it's of course it's going to vary, but we've had agents win listings on their first try using Highnote. I had one agent, she won a $2 million listing with a Zillow lead, and she was up against 3 other agents. And the seller just said, wow, your presentation was the best one by far. And then it dawned upon me, wow, this thing is like a door opener, right? It's the ultimate door opener.
Yeah.
Because she was wowed, and I mean the seller, remotely. And she opened up this beautiful presentation. It just stood out. It showed everything that this agent did, and she slammed it home. She slam dunked it, right? And so it's a door opener. You could win deals immediately on your first try. And the difference is, if you think about it, it's the difference is sending an email full of PDFs and links versus something that really stands out and is beautiful. And it's, the readers love it because it's a much easier way to digest information. It's user friendly. A lot of people, they open a PDF, or they download the attachments. Like, I can't find it. Where's the PDF? I don't know where it is on my desktop. It's in some random folder called downloads that they can't find. So it's a really bad experience for the reader as well. So anyway, to answer your question, it could be as fast as one time. But even if you don't win it the first time, the point is that you're that much closer to winning it. Because why? You have elevated your service level. You have elevated your presence. You have elevated your professionalism. You look better. It's almost like getting a brand new suit, right?
You just took the
and or if you've done like a facelift on your website, you come up with a beautiful new website. Like, how does that not help you?
Yeah.
Right. How does that not help you? Right. It for sure helps you. So presentation's everything, and it gets you that much closer to winning business. If you don't win on your first try, you're going to win on your second or your third. I fully believe it, just because we've seen so many agents report back and tell me these things. So one time. Yep.
There's 3 things that come to mind for the viewers and listeners out there. Perception's at the forefront of your success. People will remember what you did, not what you did, but the way that you made them feel. And the third thing is you have 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. People are so lazy, even though it's technology and you don't have to get out of your chair to click PDF, save, download, open it all up. So Highnote for the win. Love it. Last couple questions I have is there anything new, something that you're working on, something that's new, something that you can kind of give us like a little teaser for 2021 in the cards for Highnote?
Yeah, absolutely. When you are building a sales pitch for your seller, right, or a buyer or your agent, what are you doing in the other tab? Okay, you're looking up the property. You're looking up, what did they buy it for? You're looking up tax records. You're looking up who owns it, right? That's one thing you're doing for sellers. What is the other thing you're doing for leads? You're looking them up on social media. You're Googling them, right? If you're not, you should be, right? Because you want to know who this lead is.
Yes.
Are they a mother? Are they a first-time buyer? Are they a tech executive? Are they a sales executive? Are they an engineer? Are they a finance person? What do they do? Well, who are they, right? Why? Because your message will change depending on who you're talking to, right? You're going to talk to a first-time buyer very differently than you are someone that has been living in their home for 50 years, very differently. And you're going to be talking to someone very differently if they are an executive versus maybe a recent graduate out of college. So you need to know those things. So we're determined to building a product that is going to solve these issues and these pain points for agents, and to not have 9 tabs open, but to have just one. And so opening it up in Highnote, putting the lead in, putting the property in, getting all the information you need to close that business. And so, we're determined to do that. Property records is something we're going to include this year. APIs for home estimates, APIs to looking up contact information, things like that to make your job easy as possible to win that deal is what we're looking to do. So those are just among some of the things. There's a whole host of things, as you can imagine. And what I love about real estate and technology in real estate is there is no shortage of problems to solve. There's literally no shortage. Like all of us can list off like 15 things we wish could be solved today.
You brought up a big problem there. That I have a current tab in my computer that Skyslope, KV Core, RPR, like it's literally like the whole entire deal, and like the paperwork and how you have to do it and how you have to research it, and DocuSign. Literally, there's like 30 tabs just to run like an offer or a listing input, and go to an appointment. So
that's right. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And you know, we're not going to solve it overnight, but we're going to make your job a lot easier. And you know, that's what we did for our agents at Climb, and why we grew to a top 250 brokerage in just 5 years. Why Realogy purchased us. You know, they saw some DNA in there that was really awesome. Kenny Trong, he's from Climb, right? And I would love to say we taught him everything, but no, he taught us a lot of things too. But you know, the whole point is we were able to combine tech, marketing, and real estate into one thing, and mix it all up, right? Put it in the blender, chop it up, mix it up, and out comes something else. And that's what agents are. They're a blend of those three things: real estate expertise, market, pricing, all that stuff. Sales, obviously, but marketing and tech. And you got to combine all those things into one thing to have a new beast. And the beast is a top producer, a top producing agent, or an amazing brokerage. And, you know, it's a very unique industry. A lot of outsiders don't get it, and that's fine because we get it, right? Yes. We get it. Yeah. So it's fun. I love the industry, and I love everything we're doing.
That's awesome. And to kind of shine some light on Kenny Fast, he was actually the first agent to kick off our first episode of Real Estate versus Technology a little over a year and a couple months back. So good man. And we appreciate his support here on Real Estate versus Tech. So one last question before we open the floor to you. So this is, I think, on everyone's mind, and everyone kind of has a different answer to this. But when we think about the traditional model of real estate, the good old like door knocking, door hangers, farming, open houses, do you feel that, especially now after COVID, do you feel that technology is going to disrupt the traditional model of marketing for real estate professionals?
No, I don't think so. I think this is like, it's like the same question as like, okay, is this the end of cities? Right? Everyone's leaving cities. New York is getting decimated. San Francisco is decimated. Stores are closing. Restaurants are going out of business. Everyone's shutting down. Everyone's leaving the city. I mean, come on, really? Like, you know, COVID is a blip on the radar for us all, right? And it's a temporary thing. You know, humans want to be connected to other humans. Yes. And, you know, as much as I like not traveling, as much as I like just rolling out of bed and going in my PJs, getting in front of the computer and saving a lot of time in the morning. Look, let's face it, this really sucks, right? And not being at home all the time and not being able to go out and meet other people, see other people, having some sort of emotional connection and relationship with some other human is just awful. And real estate professionals feel it the worst because they're social creatures. More than anyone that I've met, any profession, any sales profession is a social creature, right? Those people are social creatures. And, you know, you're just not going to get excited being in front of a computer all day long. Now,
that's true.
Well, will tech still be around? Absolutely. Zoom and doing this remote conferencing, you know, having a Zoom call or a Google Meet call, whatever it is, or using tech to reach sellers has accelerated. And not just sellers, but buyers and agents and stuff. And it's accelerated. So, you know, everyone's gotten a crash course on tech, and a lot of agents still need to keep doing it. But because why? They're just relationship animals. They don't relate well with a mouse click, right? They gotta meet people, smile, handshake, etc. Feel it, right? So Is that so? In other words, to answer your question, no, I don't think so. I think it helps, but come on, are we really going to buy a home by flying a drone around it, or looking at a video and deciding on the biggest purchase of your life through video? Some people are, but I guarantee it's going to go back to, being
Look, feel,
face to
touch.
face. Yeah, look, feel, touch. Being face. You need to smell the home. You need to hear it. You need to walk around and understand this is your life, right? It's your life. It's not a home, but it will. It helps, right? It will help, but it's never going to replace it ever.
I love it.
Ever.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Good response. So last but not least, want to let the floor be open to you. So, I'll definitely make sure there's a link down below for anyone who wants to check out Highnote. They definitely can. Is there a project, something that you're working on, something you would like to leave with our viewers and listeners here at Real Estate First Tech?
Oh man, I don't want to keep talking about Highnote all the time and sales and business and real estate. So, it's how to, you think about what's going on today for all of us, and it's all negative. It's the monotony of being at home. It's hearing this crazy pandemic going on. It's hearing all the political turmoil and social issues we have today. And, you feel kind of helpless in a way, and you're kind of like stuck at home, and you can't really do much about it other than complain, right? So you got to find ways to mix up your life, bring some excitement, bring some love into the household. I have 2 boys and a wife, and we just got a dog, as everyone else has. We got this great little Yorkie, and the kids, you just need to mix it up and make it fun for them, get them out of the house, play games with them, spend some time, make the best of this situation, right? Get some hobby, get good at something. And I kind of look at it like, all right, great. If I'm going to be stuck at home every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, what am I going to say that I did to come out of this better? Right. And you got to get in shape. You got to read more, right? You got to maybe expand your horizons on the television watching scene, the movies, the binge watch something new, something you haven't done before, develop some hobby, play an instrument, play some sport. I've been trying to get better at golf. My gosh, it's the hardest game on earth.
It is.
And, I'm determined when I leave this pandemic to be a better person. And that's get closer with the family, spend time with your boys and your children and your wife or your significant other. Develop, get that really strong, because that's your foundation, right? Wow. Number 2, individually, work out. Eat better, get some exercise, get stronger. I'm going to be coming out ripped, stronger than ever. And get good at something that you could only do while being stuck at home all the time. Be well read, maybe write, paint, whatever you want to do. Get good at something new, because that's the only thing you can do, right? And you could, of course, work, right? But everyone's working a lot and everyone's doing more. So, grow that side of you, grow the other side of you, get better, be stronger when you come out of this pandemic. That's what I would say. So,
love it,
yeah.
That's awesome. I love that approach. I love that it's, we talked enough about Highnote. Yeah, we know it's about it, but,
yeah, enough about that. Yeah.
Like that piece of it, business won't go around if you're mentally, physically, spiritually not sound. And not happy.
Absolutely. You need the foundation to blossom in other areas of your life. If you don't have a good reason to work for, then you better go make those reasons good, right? Yeah. Your life, your relationships, your loved ones, yourself, your body, etc. So anyway, that's what I would say.
Well, Mark, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being on the show. This is amazing. We're at the end now. And I definitely believe that, tons of value for our viewers and listeners. I think they definitely
check it out. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been fun, guys.
Of course, Dan, thanks for being the co-host.
Awesome. You're welcome.
Thanks to all of our viewers and listeners, as it is our intention for you to take something from our episodes so you can apply it more to your business, have more massive success, and we will see you on the next one.
And made it to the end. Well, thank you so much for watching Real Estate versus Technology. We hope you found value, especially something you can apply to your real estate business. If you could do us a favor, we would appreciate it. A thumbs up. If you subscribe, hit the notification bell, you'll be notified for new episodes coming out, and comment below. What the heck did you learn? If you want to join our Facebook group page, there's a link right here. And if you want to be featured on Real Estate versus Technology, send us a DM on our Instagram page. We'll see if we get you on the show. So, take care, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.